Hello and welcome to Bay of Fondy Fortunes. I am Natalie and I'm here to do the monthly reading for the month of May 2019 for the sign of Cancer, the crab. Alright, no smudges for you, for the members that are used to smudges. It's just till I still don't have any ingredients. Maybe the next day or so I can get out and I can get some. I don't know. I'll have to check it out. The readings aren't the same without them. That's how I always ask for cleansing anyway. And I do have my intuitive candle burning, so that's something. And I have my frankincense in the melty thingy, and it's burning. So it smells good in here. Just don't have the smoke to do the physical cleanse. Speaking of that, for those that are new, this is from intuitivecandles.com. The candle that I'm burning for the monthlies is one of their new scents for spring, and this one is called Wisdom. These are 100% soy-based candles with double wicks and with a good 40-hour clean burn. And when the wax melts down, you're left with beautiful reveals. Like, oh, that thing gets caught on everything. Where are my other trees of life? Pendulums, caged crystals, amethyst, all kinds of beautiful, beautiful stuff. Anyways, if you go to intuitivecandles.com and if you use the promo code BOFF10, that stands for Bay of Fondy Fortunes and the number 10, will get you 10% off your total order. And they do ship all around the world. They are international. Go to intuitivecandles.com. All right, let's get your shuffle up. I can barely shuffle. My hands are freezing. Just freezing. It's been a cold day here. Woke up and there were light flurries and there was frost everywhere. And then, I'm telling you, in the last 2 weeks has been nothing but fog, doom, and gloom. And today we've got partial blue skies, but a lot of cloud. That's it. Tomorrow may be better. These are general readings for those of you new to the tarot community on YouTube, which means they may or may not resonate with you in a personal way. If you want personal, you need to get a personal reading. First card, your overall energy. Second card is your wealth and finances. Third card is your hearth, your home, your relationships. Fourth card are your challenges, Cancer, should there be any. Fifth card is your message from Spirit. Let's hope for good stuff for Cancer for May. We want to see some progress. Okay. I'm going to cut the deck. Oh, for heaven's sakes. Get off of there. Felicia are the top 5 cards, the cards that are meant for this general free public reading for the sign of Cancer, the crab, for the month of May 2019. Are these the cards, the top 5, that are meant for this Cancer reading? Thank you. You may rest. Good enough. Good enough. All right, Cancer. Let's get into it, shall we? Your very first card in your overall energy. Angel of the Ocean. And there's healing. Card number 2. 3 of Pentacles. Recognition. That's your wealth and finances. Card number 3, your hearth, your home, your relationships. Oh, God. Don't you start showing your mug. The Knight of Cups, proposals. Don't like them. Card number 4, challenges, should there be any. The 9 of Swords. Anxiety. And the final card, your message from Spirit is justice and balance. There we go. All right, and that is your spread, Cancer, for May. There we go. All right. What am I doing? That'll help. There we go. Oh. Angel of the Ocean, Cancer, what's going on for some of you guys here? Healing. Well, let's see now. The month of April. I don't quite... she is the healer of the ocean, without a doubt. She brings with her an attitude of... Not an attitude, it's an energy of... fixing things that didn't get fixed during April or March. Any of you that have been through any personal adversities from there till now, the healing is starting to take place. You're starting to come back into the world, step back into your own place within, and get control. This is a card about putting everything the way it's supposed to be, managing everything. This is taking care of you, and you taking care of others as well. This card covers, basically, these are from the past. It's not nothing new. This is from before. But this card brings you healing from any past traumas that any of you might have gone through. She's also bringing a balance and a balance to your mind, your body, your soul, even your finances. She represents your own personal angels as well. She's going to help you get through this last haul. Setting things right, rectifying things, moving past things. She's there supporting you and holding you the whole way through. You're not alone. She also signifies your own personal angels, your own guides in your life that are present with you. You are not alone in your pain, your suffering. Finally, there's my porcupine. I was just talking about him. Look at him go. He's been munching on some trees out here. That's what they do. They climb to the top of a tree and they start eating the boughs and they strip the bark. And I've been wanting my view back opened, and I'm like, little Mr. Porcupine. It's a yearling, you can tell. He's only about a year old. It's going up the little animal path that we have there. Everything goes up through there. I tell him, it's a buffet of pine and spruce. Invite the fam. Tell them it's a banquet, and they can all chow down, you know. But I would never, even if I was able to take a chainsaw and clear them all, I wouldn't do that. There are birds. It's a migratory bird path, and all the birds come back through here in spring. And a lot of them make their nests every year in these bushes over here. So I wouldn't do that. Their habitat's shrinking, you know, it's wildlife, right? Don't let yourself be overwhelmed by other people. Don't stand for that. Cancer, I know I won't. I just don't. I've got zero tolerance. The older you get, the more less tolerant you are in some things and more tolerant you are of other things. No tolerance for the BS in life anymore. What a waste of time. This is a card about passion as well, mostly emotional and spiritual passions that are going on here. Be patient with yourself as well. Don't be so hard on yourself. This is a card of balance and some reconciliation going on for some of you as well, or you're trying to right some wrongs in your life. There's a lot of kindness with this card, but the angels are in the foreground and you do not walk alone. There's healing going on. That's why she's here. For some of you that have just maybe recently been through something emotional, breakups, like I said, it could be debts that you're trying to get through, and trying to get back into the mainstream of what was your life. But you've been holding back. Some of you have been holding back, holding it all. Rather than just saying, this is who I am what I am, I'm going through what I'm going through, and I make no apologies for it. End of. People don't like it, they can find somebody else to go complain to, right? Because cancer is known as the mother. And everybody comes to cancer with their problems. They're looking for comfort, they're looking for answers, they're looking for guidance and solutions. But sometimes even the mama needs a little bit of help too. Second card, we've got your finances. Well, Three of Pentacles, recognition. Your work receives some positive attention right now for some of you at work, and it's not going to be all that private either. This could be a promotion. This is reaching a goal. It's like, maybe you're on teams at work and your team has come out on top. This sort of a thing, but you're being recognized for your leadership skills and attention to details. It's a very positive card. Some of you may be looking at selling your home between, like to start the initial plans to sell your home by spiffing up your home, painting your home, making repairs, and then putting it on the market, giving it some curb appeal. But some of you will be looking to sell your home. Now's the time to do it. So get cracking and spiff it up. Take pride in everything that you do, especially your work. You could leave a lasting impression behind you, leaving your mark, you might call it. This is about people noticing what you're all about and people recognizing your successes as well. The advice of this card is to show off your capabilities. Be proud of any work that you do. Let your pride come right out. There's more success coming in the cards for you, Cancer. So you put yourself out there. You put yourself on the line. And it's everybody knows. Everybody knows. That you're very good at what you do. The universe is coming forth to reward you with recognition as well for what you, in the bigger picture, this translates into more of an income. You manage to cash in, and this brings you more of an income, which helps your financial sector greatly. As long as you're willing to put in the hard work, you'll reap the hard rewards. Your keywords here are stability and finances, protection. There's balance, there's order. And yes, this is basically building a financial foundation beneath yourself by putting yourself out there. Okay? Maybe some of you want to go public, maybe you want to go YouTube, get a channel, whatever, but you will be recognized, you will be noticed, you will be admired. Third card is third, 4, 5, yeah. I don't like the Knight of Cups. Stay away. Stay away from this guy. I don't care how cute you think he is. This guy's full of hot air and pipe dreams. He's got all kinds of get-rich-quick schemes. Don't be taken in by somebody like this. This could be somebody within the home as well that's trying to take advantage of other family members. That's a touchy one. But it's being acknowledged here through tarot that some of you are dealing with someone like that. And hopefully it's not you, Cancer. Hopefully not you. That's being this way. This is a very self-centered person. Don't pull other people in on your schemes. If this is you, Cancer, don't do that. You're going to be real sorry if you do. It won't be worth the people that you lose in your life if you're following through these kind of tactics that this guy does. And he's not a mean person. He believes in his own lies. He believes in his own fantasies. His whole life for him is a fantasy. So we're looking at that. And somebody else is not being truthful within the family. Somebody's hiding something. If you put your cup of life up to the universe, show your gratitude. That's very important here as well. Trust and gratitude within the universe to protect you from people like this. You know, if somebody comes to you and if you think there's something to whatever it is that they're bringing to you, and if you're looking for validation, if you've got the luxury of time on your hands, sit back and wait and see what develops as far as his offers go. See if there's any movement of any kind before saying complete no to the offer. So be careful of that. It's just other people. Work hard. Try to have a united front on the home, in the home front. And don't let something like this come between you and your people. This guy, he's just so not. Oh, I don't like him. He's a waste of space. I call him my Fabio of the sea. I mean, look at that face and the chiseled jaw and the hair flowing. The whole bit, you know. And he figures that he's going to get by in life just by his looks alone. And unbeknownst to him, he doesn't know. He doesn't realize. He doesn't think it's going to happen to him. That his looks are going to fade, okay? And it's going to become somebody else with age. But he figures that's all he has to do is flash those pearly white teeth and to bat those baby blues. And he figures he's got you eating on the palm of his hand. You're to not be swayed in any. That's a warning for somebody right there. Oh, boy. Your challenges, the Nine of Swords. This is the worry card, the anxiety card of this tarot. Some of you may be worried that there's trouble brewing beneath the surface of your life. It's like you're sensing something and picking up, and you don't even know what it is. Completely lost, completely at a loss. But there's stuff coming out in your dreams, and sometimes you get the odd nightmare, and it's the same one over and over and over. Again, these are unresolved issues. Whatever the dreams are, they're representative of something that's already happened in your life, and you found no way to release that, or you need to speak up. You need to address it. Whatever we don't, because negative stuff, we always say, we're not paying attention to that, it's negative, get rid of it, right? Here's the thing, negative energies, no different than positive energies are. They are equal, but with different purposes. So you have to really work. But sometimes you're better to take the negativity like a bull by the horns and say, let's deal with you right here, right now, so I can get on with my life. And you may find yourself needing to do that with a certain person or a situation. You've got to vocalize what it is, because you're holding it in And you're doing this to the energy. The energy, like the good, it flows, it moves, it's fluid, and it needs somewhere to go. And you keep doing this and pushing it back down and flattening it into your soul, up against the wall, where you think you can ignore it. And it doesn't work that way, because it too needs somewhere to go. And once you start to either verbalize and do what needs to be done, it dissipates. It just goes. You've given it somewhere to go and it's gone. It is no longer part of you or your life. You've got to, that's a big thing with Cancer, is a lot of times we're peacekeepers. We say, I'll bite my tongue and I won't say anything because it's not worth it. Not worth starting something over. But by Jesus, I don't know, I can't speak for the Cancers, but then there's the other side of me that I just say, I'm not standing for this bull. I'm not doing it no more. I used to be a real wishy-washy. I'd never speak my mind. I'd always kind of hold everything in, whether I agreed or not, which was so wrong. And I'm not like that anymore, so I'm kind of making up for lost time. Sometimes I become a little bit too opinionated, maybe. I don't know. But people have to respect your thoughts and your feelings the same way they expect you to do for them. It's a two-way street. In case no one's told you, Cancer, it's a two-way street. You have a right to be heard. Tarot, I want you to ask yourself, what is it that's eating you up at 3 in the morning? You wake up in a sweat. Heart's pounding. Tarot suggests for a few of you, you might just be natural warriors. You're blowing some things out of proportion. Why do that? Life is hard enough. But there are some people in the world, and they say, if everything is not going wrong in my life, then it's not going right. It don't feel right unless everything's wrong. And that's pretty sad. Why don't you give the other side a try? Be as conscious of thinking the thoughts of the other things in life that bring you joy and happiness and security. If you give as much energy to the good and take that from the bad, all right? I'm not saying avoid the negative and avoid the bad. I'm saying quite the opposite. Deal with those things, but then you move on to the better things that are waiting for you, because they're always there. It's your choice whether you go for them or you don't. And that goes for the other things. Is there a job out there that you want? You won't get it if you don't go for it. Is there a romantic interest that you want? If you don't go for it, they'll never know. You need to speak up. Cancers are bad like that. We hold everything in too. A lot of the times for fear of getting hurt. That's just part of it. For those of you who have nothing to worry about, stop worrying. There could be some family issues that have been cropping up, which is robbing your sleep a little bit. You're trying to come to some kind of even, balanced ground between yourself and the family. Dealing with some issue, there's been a big change, and things start to unfold from that change within the family, within the structure. Maybe the matriarch has passed on in the family, and now everybody has to divvy up, and everybody has to be treated fairly. Everyone gets to be a part of the whole thing until you finally can let this person's memory and soul to rest. So there could be some upheaval, people not getting what they thought they deserved, or what, mommy or daddy promised. Mommy said I could have that, and you won't give it to me. And she told me that was mine. That was my ring. That was my jewelry. That was not your wife's. That was mine. Kind of a thing. That's what I'm hearing. And you're trying to come to some equal ground. Here's the easiest thing you can do. Follow through with what you agreed to, no matter what anybody thinks. All right? Follow through. If it's somebody that's passed on and you're handling their business, follow through with their wishes. That's the easiest way to go. And people don't like it. That's just too darn bad. You say, I'm just doing what they wanted me to do. Hate me if you want, but these are not my decisions. These are not my choices. I'm just enforcing what they wanted. And those people will come around eventually. They'll mature, they'll grow up, whatever, but you don't have to do this. You don't have to put up with this. The animosity, and the loss of sleep, overthinking, giving yourself headaches, and just a lot of stress. The advice is what keeps you up at 3 a.m. looks a lot smaller in the light of day. And that's the truth. Keep your perspective on your goal, on what the main issue is. Keep yourself right there. Don't stray outside of that. Keep your perspective straight when negative thoughts are in the way. You just have to be conscious of it and make a habit of it. And it's not like you're trying to live in a perfect world. There's no such thing. Some people don't handle stress at all, therefore they won't acknowledge anything negative in their lives. I feel bad for people like that. They need to come forward. They need to acknowledge. Because these things some of these things just don't go away. They keep coming back over and over again until you deal with them. You must deal with them. Make a promise to yourself that you're not going to sit and mull things over and do the overthinking thing from here on out. You need to deal with things and nip them in the bud. Make that your motto. I nip things in the bud. I don't let them go on. I nip them in the bud. You'll be much happier for it. You might find yourself being called out a lot more often, right, on these things. But at least they're not haunting you. They're not keeping you up at night. They're not waking you up at night. You're not feeling the stress that you were feeling. And that's just the way it goes. Always be forthcoming. Be truthful. Be kind and gentle, Cancer. Don't be rash and brass and all that stuff. But deal with the here and deal with the now is the biggest message I'm feeling coming off of this card for you. Your keywords are panic attacks and guilt, insomnia, nightmares, stress, and just a mental overload. And that's what's going on here. And again, this being a 9, it's over the top. It's intense. These are intense things that are going on for you. You need a rest. You need a break. But the only one that can fix these things and do this for you in order that you get your rest is you. You have just as much right as anybody else to do what you need to do. Everybody else does it. They get no apologies for it. Why should you, Cancer? I know, Cancer, you don't like to rock the boat. Don't want to rock the boat? Then get out of the boat. You're a water animal. So what? What is the problem that you can't speak your mind? You need to. That festers. That's stuff when things really matter to you and they make your heart race and your chest go tight and your tummy. These are things that you need to verbalize and get out, not hold in. Those things are terrible. They wreak havoc on your stomach. It's a horrible thing. So you just need to tell yourself, I have just as much right as anybody else. Just as much right. It happens to me all the time. Everybody likes me just fine. And I don't usually do political things on Facebook and online and stuff. I usually keep my P's and Q's to myself. I don't want no part of that. And then once in a while, something will hit a nerve politically, let's say, and I'll repost something somebody's already posted. I'm sharing it. And I get 3 or 4 people jump right down my throat. And it's like, you can all just go F off. This is my opinion. I believe in this. That's why I reposted and shared it. You don't like my thoughts. I'm not here to argue with you. You're arguing with yourself. And that's the way it goes. We need to be more assertive. Cancers need to be more assertive. We truly, truly do. The last card, and it's a good one for you, Cancer, is Justice. Overall meaning of this card is the same as the card of Strength, and it's your overall integrity that comes into play here, and fairness and justice and balance. Judging from your reputation from your past, for some of you, excuse me, a decision that's being made about you will go in your favor, provided your reputation from your past is fair and just. things are going to go your way. Anybody waiting on answers for something from somebody else so you can get the go-ahead on something, it's coming. Somebody could be facing some kind of legal claim or laying a legal claim, and it's got to be work-related. Somebody's looking for the truth of something. This is a family matter. It's got to do with relationship. It could be brother, sister, brother. It could be spouse, husband, wife. But it's within the family situation. And you're trying to find out the truth of something and expect to find it. You could be shocked. But one thing it will bring is healing and closure. There could be a mystery within the family. There's going to be the weighing of options here while you're trying to make a decision. One decision that'll make your foundation in your life very, very, very strong if you follow through. Do you have the guts to follow through with something? It's very daring. It's iffy. Maybe somebody's thinking on moving away for work. You don't know anybody where you're going. That's a big, big challenge right there for Cancer. But your angels and your guides are supporting you on your life's path, so you're never truly, truly alone. The advice of this card: keep yourself grounded. Stay in the real world. If you don't, somebody's going to get one over on you. You won't even see it happening until after it's done. So you need to remain realistic with your dreams and your visions. Remain optimistic. And keep telling yourself what I said a few minutes ago. You have just as much right as everybody else. You're just as lucky as everybody else. Don't let other people hold you back. And don't hold back out of... Cancers will do this. Don't cut your own nose off to spite your face. Be more assertive. Again, I'm getting that for you, Cancer. Whatever you want, you go after it. And don't hold back. No matter who's involved, you don't hold back. Is there somebody special you want in your life? Tell them. Go after them. Let nothing but death stop you or keep you from it. Is there some kind of work that you want to be involved in? Start making it happen. Do you want to move and relocate? Now's the time to start looking. These are big life changes. Your keywords here are decisions, your integrity, legal issue for somebody, indecision. There's that indecisive atmosphere where you're... A lot of this comes down to emotional and moral stuff. And let's say you and two other friends are up for the same thing, the same job, we'll say. Cancer's usually the type, well, I'll just pull myself out. I don't want to go against my friends. They don't mind going against you. And they don't mind going against each other. And all you've done is laid the path for either one of them to achieve this, to claim a reward on this job. You've got just as much right, Cancer. I don't know why I got to keep telling you guys this. You've got just as much right. You really do. This is a reading of staking your own claim in the world, your own spot on the wheel of the cosmos. This is because we all have our spot on the planet. It's our designated spot. And that's where we are. We take up this much space on the planet, kind of a thing. And sometimes our reach and our actions go way above and beyond the little space that we take up. See, when you do that, you have to be responsible for that. You have to answer for that as well. You're being encouraged to be more out there, to be more social. I could use that and take my own advice, because I'm just like, I'm happy as pagan shit, as they say. Only pigs don't sit in it, right? They just don't. Pigs are some of the cleanest animals. They like to mud bathe. That's about it. Outside of that, they're very clean animals. And they mud bathe for a reason, to keep the bugs off and mosquito bites and cool down. And some things just aren't as they appear. You can come out at the end of May, Cancer, feeling like you accomplished something during the month of May. Personal, inwardly. Wanting people to get to know this side of you, how you really feel. If people say you've changed so much, you're so assertive now, you've changed so much, you're more outspoken. No, I haven't. I've always been this way. I just didn't show it. There's the difference. And now you're showing it. You may thin the herd out a little bit, right? When it comes to friends and people in your life, that's okay. Any more than a handful is waste. There you go, Cancer. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope it gave you some guidance, some direction, and left you with belief to be that much more of a well-rounded person that the world can respect. And there wasn't a whole lot of personal stuff here I didn't find. This is more personal about you as a single entity and embellishing yourself and your life a little bit more than it is. Maybe allow a few more people in your life. This is about growth. June's going to be one heck of a month. I can pretty well tell you that. I just know it is. So I'm looking forward to that. But let's get through May first and see where that leads us. I'm hoping for a lot of growth. Maybe lose a few friends online. They don't like my attitude, but I'm going to start being more, not overbearing. I don't mean overbearing. Just with due respect to other people, claiming your spot here and your right to have an opinion as much as anybody else. It's that some people aren't used to you being this way. So there is that. So anyways, if you'd like a personal reading with me, look down below this video window right down there. And under the Show More section, read through, grab my email, ship it off, and I'll get you taken care of. Also, if you're not allergic to Facebook or hate it, we're on Facebook. We're under groups, Bay of Fundy Fortunes. It's closed and it is private, so you're safe in there. Also, if anybody's looking for me, you don't find me here. You'll find me walking down below at the cove, on the beach, along the water's edge. That bringing the highest, mightiest tides on the whole planet, the beautiful and the bountiful, the Bay of Fundy. I wish you all the best of the best for May, Cancer. Of course I do. Wish it for myself. Please keep the peace and continue to share your love and your light out. Do something nice for somebody today. And that's pretty much it, I guess. I think I forgot to do my intuitive candle. I'll throw it right now. I don't think I did. No, I didn't, did I? For those that are new, this is from intuitivecandles.com. They're 100% soy-based candles with 2 wicks, a 40-hour plus clean burn, and when the wax melts down, you're left with beautiful gems, stones, crystals, trees of life, pendulums. So much. There's too many to mention, but they're all gorgeous. There's a couple of pendants right here that came out. And of course, I think you all got seen Lilith, and not Lilith, Lilith is hiding on me. But this is Felicia. She's one of the pendants. I don't know how many pendants I've got, but every one of them is unique and gorgeous. If you go to Intuitive Candles right now, they're running a promotional special. It is 10% off your order if you use the promo code BOFF10. Stands for Bay of Fundy Fortunes. The number 10 gets you 10% off your total order. And they do ship internationally. If you're on the other side of the world and you want some of their candles, you just give out a shout. Thank you so much for being here. Keep the key sense. You can share that love and light out and do a little good deed before the day's out to make another human smile. I hope to see you all back here. I hope for the mid-May readings. Goodbye for now.